NPL New South Wales competition between Sydney United 58.
Yeah, so two traditional rivals meet for the 116th time in all competitions as Sydney United 58 roll out the welcome mat to Sydney Olympic to complete round 10 of the competition. The home side sit in third spot on the table, but the reigning champions Sydney Olympic are climbing the ladder. They lie in 5th place, but can join United on 17 points with victory here tonight. Just 4 points separate 2nd to 7th on the table, as already every win is proving vital here in the early stages. Adam Santarossa here with you to bring you all the action from the Sydney United Sports Centre. Let's look at the lineups. Starting with the home side, Tom Manos in goal for them, Jordan Roberts, Anthony Tomelic, Peter Simonovsky, Sebastian Gallegos, Yanni Pakatis, Tarek Meyer, Matthew Bilic, Glenn Trefiro, Christian Gonzalez, and Yanni Fragoyanas complete the starting side. The bench for Sydney United tonight, Daniel Sadaka, Matt Sim, Peter Markovic, Patrick Antelmi, and Liam Rose. Their coach is Miro Vlastelica. Sydney Olympic, Paul Henderson in goal for them, Tom Whiteside, Mitchell Stamatelis, Will Angel, Jason Madonis, Radovan Pavicevic, Harris Gatatsis, Jinya Ann, Zach McKenzie, Alejandro Sanchez, and Jack Stewart. That is their starting side. The bench, Ezekiel Consoni, Nicola Koleski, Darcy Burgess, Dimi Petratos, and Nick Satalios. Their coach is Abbassad.
Thomas Whiteside. On the bench, number 19, Darcy Burgess.
Man in charge today is Craig Fisher. He has a big job here controlling this one. Two rivals, great history amongst these two. As I mentioned, the 116th time they meet in all competitions. Met 3 times last year. And plenty of goals in those. Let's hope the trend continues tonight. We'll get to those stats as the game progresses. And Sydney United 3 in a row. Sydney Olympic also finding form after a stuttering start to the season, not helped by injury. Both looking good form coming into this one. Should be one to watch. Just checking out the goals at the moment. Just getting the all clear from our officials. But beautiful Sunday evening concluding. Lights taking effect, sun setting here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. A beautiful Mother's Day. Let's hope we top the day off for all those football mums out there with a cracker between Sydney United 58 and Sydney Olympic. So we're getting some running repairs to the nets. That gives us some time to go through some of the stats. And those meetings I mentioned last year, they met 3 times, round 11, Sydney Olympic 2-0 winners here at the Sydney United Sports Centre over Sydney United 58. No surprise, Alejandro Sanchez on the goal sheet there, alongside Thomas Whiteside. Round 22 last season, the final round of the season, Olympic won the premiership. Radovan Pavicevic made it 1-0 after Peter Markovic saw red. And they met again in the major semi-final. It was Sydney Olympic prevailing 4-0 there, and Alejandro Sanchez scored a hat-trick. So 4 in 3 against Sydney United last year. He has 7 in 8 this season. So he is certainly in some goal-scoring form. We saw him last week for Marconi, scoring a double. So running repairs continue. There is a pretty healthy crowd in. Looks like we're good to go though. So a bit late starting tonight. That's compounding by the running repairs to the net, but maybe that under-20s game that preceded did a bit of the damage. Underway here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. A rivalry long in the making. We write another chapter here tonight between two sides in good form. You can already see the tackles flying in early. Important cover there from Stamatelis, stealing in on Christian Gonzalez. Bilic. Good vision with the throw. Picata's touch was heavy, but worked out nonetheless. Olympic a chance to make something happen. Here's Pavicevic. Is that too much for Stewart? Forced to stretch. That'll be a battle down the flank tonight between he and Matthew Bilic. I mentioned the form of Sydney United coming in. They've won their last 3. Sydney Olympic undefeated in their last 3. Draw and 2 wins. Some big scalps, though, in Apia and Marconi in the last fortnight. Has them primed for this one. Just as everyone was starting to question the champions, they've started to find some results all of a sudden. Here's Gonzalez trying to steal in behind on Whiteside. Rode the challenge well. Has support in the middle. Just can't quite link up, though. Pass goes the wrong way. They may win a corner. No, just a goal kick. Gonzalez and Gallegos coming together. For the impact, though, tonight for United of Trefiro. Peter Simonovsky being in fine form as well. It's come all the way through to Gatatsis. Here's Pavicevic buzzing around early. Still there for Pavicevic. Touch lets him down, though. Played as a striker in recent years, but he's showing his versatility in his time with Olympic. Can go to the flanks, play a bit more centrally as it looks like he's doing tonight. Keep an eye on that one. Here is Bilic. That one went out. Crowd still coming in here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Pavicevic goes without it. Be mopped up by Temelic. Roberts. Here is Trefiro. So influential in that midfield. No Nick Stavroulakis tonight for Sydney United 58. They've decided to rest him, given the workload coming up. FFA Cup games as well. Big clash with Blacktown City FC in round 6. They're eyeing off 2 of the most successful teams in that competition. Only one of them has a chance to continue their run in that, of course. But all eyes on the league for the moment. Here's Trefiro again, getting some touches early. United seem to have settled well. Olympic have been slow starters at time this year. Conceded a goal in the 3rd minute last week against Marconi. Not for the first time they've let one in early in the opening rounds of the season. Slightly crazy. We are at the round 10 stage. I don't know where it's gone. Here is Trefiro. Room to move. Room to shoot as well. Trefiro made a good connection, but just couldn't quite direct it on target and trouble Henderson. Pleasing signs early, though, for United. We will keep you updated with games elsewhere. We have had a result not too far from here. Blacktown defeating Marconi by 1-0. So that's 2 losses in a row for the Stallions. Good news for Blacktown City FC fans, though. It's Olympic breaking here. Sanchez has pace. He'll leave it, though. Still there for Olympic. Can they pick someone out in the middle? It's come all the way out. Here's Gatatsis. Oh, Manos flapped at it. Not convincing. In the end, United escape for now. In fact, they'll get the throw, which Tom Whiteside can't quite believe. Well, the linesman's closer than I, but thought it was a Olympic throw, but United going to try and rub it in. Tarek Meyer trying to chase that one down, but even he can't rein that one in. Again, the long ball, trying to exploit the pace in that front third. Pavicevic chests it down well. Battle in the area, still going for Pavicevic, but Manos makes a comfortable save despite a deflection. Here's Fragoyanis. Switches things. Bilic, nice control. Jinks his way past Stewart. Galeos, first touch really for him tonight. Here he is again. Loves to run at players, show his silky skills. He and Trefiro have been quite the partnership already. Here is that man Trefiro, buzzing about early. 4 players in the box. Trefiro leaves it. Tarek Meyer will set it up. Bilic, does he have a try? Here it is for Bilic. All deflected, could have gone anywhere. In the end, it'll break down for a goal kick. Well, the eyes lit up for Matthew Bilic. Just couldn't quite make the desired connection. Here's another game in action as we speak. Hakoah, Sydney City East and Mount Druitt Town. We'll try to update you as best we can with that. But get comfortable. These two generally entertain when they get together. Pleasure to have your company on your Sunday evening. Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. If you are just tuning in, no goals as yet at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Here's Stewart, forced to come back and do some defensive duties. He's handed it back, though, to United. Trefiro. Pavicevic steals in. Now they can break. Sanchez in behind for the first time tonight. Trying to work onto that left boot. Still there for Sanchez. Oh, he fashioned a shot. Deflected again on the way through, but Manos makes a comfortable save. Well, we saw Marconi pay the price a number of occasions last week. Not getting tight enough on Sanchez, and he has such electric pace, and he's such a finisher. Half chances generally turn into goals. Here is Bilic. Lovely vision from him. Great ball too. Picks out Meyer. Support in the middle. Simonovsky. Christian Gonzalez queuing up there as well, but just the wrong option. McKenzie cleans up for Olympic. He's put Angel under pressure. McKenzie now, that long ball. Again, the option. Breaks down here, though. Chance for United. Not a lot in that final third. Simonovsky, has he won a corner? He hasn't. So patient build-up from Olympic. As I say that, they put it straight into the touch. You have sensed in recent weeks they've started to get back to that form that took them to the championship last season. They have lost a couple of players in the off-season. Max Burgess, one of them, obviously the most high profile. He did seem to struggle initially to find a replacement for his creative wares, but it seems that they've started to find their groove again. Injuries certainly didn't help in the first few weeks. Full complement is back and they're looking good. So that one goes out. And you could say the same for Sydney United 58. Both Simonovsky and Galeos both suspended. I should say injured in the first few weeks of the season, so a bit of a makeshift side. Credit to United, though. They did get the results in the early weeks. Has ebbed and flowed for them though, sitting in third place, but they were touched up 5-0 just down the road against their neighbours Marconi just a few weeks ago. That will be still ringing in their ears. But they can send a message to the competition with 3 points here tonight. Good long ball again, stays down, chance for Simonoski. He puts it in the back of the net. The flag goes up though, just as he touched it. Fourth official was perfectly placed, and I think he made the right decision in the end. Not too many complaints from Peter Simonoski. Goes to show though, that's the kind of goal scoring form he's in. He has 5 goals in 3 matches, in fact. Again, the long ball from Olympic. Mopped up rather easily by Roberts. Fragoyanis. Gallegos. Trefiro. Simonoski's peeled off again. The pass had to be perfect. Not quite on that occasion. These are a rather chilly night tonight. Some heavy jackets out and about here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Not quite fiery on the pitch yet, but watch this space as Stewart has exactly that. Space to move. Sanchez peeled off, but good working cover from Bilic. It's been quite the feast of football the last 7 days, and haven't we seen some stories written? Can we write another tonight with another epic in the NPL New South Wales? Here's Fragoyanis. To Melic. Goes long in search of Bilic. I'll get the throw. Simonoski looking to turn. He's got 3 Olympic players to beat. Even he can't weave his magic, but United will retain possession. Here's Trefiro. Closely marshalled by Madonis. Started the season on fire, Jason Madonis, with 3 goals in the early rounds, but a bit of a dry spell in recent weeks. As Alejandro Sanchez has picked up the slack for his team. Gallegos. Bilic. Skips his way past Stewart. Whiteside gets in front though, well done. Probably should have got a free kick there, but gets a corner instead for Sydney United, as much to the chagrin of Tom Whiteside. But the first defensive duties for Olympic tonight. First set piece for the home side. They do have the height advantage, Olympic. What can they muster here for Sydney United? Delivery's good. Henderson doesn't get there. Chance at the far post. Fragoyanis tees it up. Trefiro. They'll get another chance. Deflected out by Pavicevic. Corner again. Certainly wasn't comfortable there, Paul Henderson. You don't say that too often. Pressure starting to rise all of a sudden on that Olympic defence. Come on in. Henderson again didn't get there. The head came from Simonoski, I think. May have been some friendly fire as well. He's still on the deck. Very nearly could have been 1-0 if that is a little bit lower. He's going to get some attention too. This could be bad news for Sydney United 58, but I guess when you're looking at the real challenges this season for the title, you look at their overall squad, and Sydney United, the strength of their bench, Matt Sim, Peter Markovic, Patrick Antelmi and Liam Rose, They do have other players such as Josh McDonald that they can bring onto that when he returns from injury. Sydney Olympic 2, Nikola Koleski. What about his goal last weekend? Darcy Burgess, Dimir Petratos and Nick Satalios. So both sides certainly have a pretty deep squad. Simonowski looks to be okay for now. Giving a thumbs up. Never be too careful with those head knocks. Watch this space, but he looks to be okay. Trainer looks pretty happy. Here's Stewart. Work to do under the pressure of two United defenders. He's done a pretty good job though. Helped by Whiteside. Runs its way out to Gonzalez. Composed at the back from United. Roberts. There's Meyer ahead of him. Looks to pick him out. Nice turn from Meyer. Has support too. He can move it quickly. Ultrafiro. Eyes lit up as he tried to get into the area, but again, Whiteside in cover. Did the job for his side. To Melic. Bit of heat on that one to Bilic. Pressure of Olympic paying off. No real support forward for this man, Sanchez. Now Whiteside. Pavicevic. They'll come back for the free kick though. Sanchez is bundled off it by Temelic after the fact. And this does present a chance. Probably too far out for goal scoring range, but try to put it on the head of Pavicevic or Zach McKenzie getting forward. Probably one of the biggest in the league, Zach McKenzie. Mitchell Stamatellis has also scored from the set piece this season. Junior Ann takes, he goes that direction. Oh, it's all United there though. Crumbs will fall. Gatatsis. Shot had some venom behind it, but also had a United player in front of it. Whiteside. Isn't that a battle so far tonight between he and Matthew Bilic down the flanks? An Olympic winner corner this time. They've both conceded 14 goals this season. They are proving hard to break down. Just over one a game. In terms of goals conceded, although I mentioned that game earlier, the 5-0 win to Marconi. Junior Ant, clever. Gatatsis couldn't quite direct it on goal. Caught everyone by surprise. Harmlessly out for a goal kick in the end. May have been watching another football game that had a surprise set piece during the week. Not quite the same result on that occasion for Olympic. Haven't really found their rhythm so far tonight, Olympic. I mentioned they can start a little slow. Stamatellis. Nice turn from Madonis. Trying to play it into the path of Stewart. There's a race on here between he and Bilic. Stewart, first time cross. Mopped up well by United. Here's Gonzalez. Immediately put under pressure from Madonis, and Madonis gives him a friendly nudge in the back. Just updating you from results elsewhere. Hukoa, Sydney City East 0. Mount Druitt Town 0. 27 minutes gone in that one. And that earlier result, if you missed it, Blacktown City 1, Marconi 0. Marconi did have a player sent off in that game. Intelligent work there from Meyer. Roberts. Here's Galeos. Bounce the ball, go the way of Olympic, and they hand it back. A little bit scrappy at times in midfield tonight. to Melic. First 20 minutes. This one's still coming to the boil. To Melic, getting about. Some important touches. That one turns it over though. Sanchez. Only the second time we've seen him on the ball tonight, and the second time he's ended on the deck. United coaching staff not happy with that decision. I mentioned it may get a little heated. Perhaps we're seeing the first signs of that. Certainly some chatter between players out there. Good news for Olympic is Sanchez seems to be okay. You don't mind a bit of filling as long as it doesn't boil over and get a bit silly. They know what it means when these two teams get together though. Mentioned that rivalry. 115 times they've met. Olympic of 153, United 38 with 24 draws. Fourth official just in discussion with Alejandro Sanchez, and he's back on the pitch now, so A-OK to continue. Stamatellis. Fired it to the feet of Stewart. It was too hard. And in the end, out for a goal kick. If you are just tuning in, it is Sydney United 58-0, Sydney Olympic 0. Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. Thank you for joining us for your Sunday evening, wherever you are. You can have your say as well. Jump into those comments below if you're with us on Facebook, or if you're on Twitter. NPL NSW is the hashtag to use to have your say on this competition. Always keen to hear your thoughts. Gonzalez, nice feet from him, but Madonis, one back possession for his side. No one really respecting possession at the moment. Chance for Simonovsky to make something happen. Jinking well in the area. Stamatellis and McKenzie just fires it into the grandstand. Safety first. Well, the marquee was all Simonovsky v Sanchez tonight. We've really seen neither really impose themselves on the game. Credit to both defences, but they only need half a chance. Strafiro looking to turn. He's probably come the closest tonight in a game really devoid of chances. Roberts links to her with Meyer. Took on his man instead of rolling it back in the path of his teammate. I mentioned no Nick Stavroulakis tonight, been rested by Sydney United. Signs that they do lack perhaps his calming influence in that holding role. Here's Whiteside. Helps it on, trying to find the run of Sanchez. Continuing to ask questions of that back four of United. Angel. Haven't really seen him overlapping as he loves to do here tonight. Oh, Pavicevic. Touch let him down. Pakatis finds Trafiro. Trafiro again, getting amongst it, the captain. Fragoyanis. See, no real options for United. Olympic doing well, getting numbers behind the ball. It's clogging up those passing lanes. That's what they do well, and then they just break so quickly with that pace in the final third, led by Sanchez. Sanchez, important header. Knocks it into the path of Gaitatis. He's pulled down. This is a great chance for Olympic all of a sudden. It's the range that Nikola Koleski found the top corner against Marconi last weekend. No surprising, Sanchez wants this one. Of course, Koleski on the bench. And he can score from this kind of range, the Spaniard. I mentioned the form he's in. 7 in 8 games. Also scored a hat-trick last time he played Sydney United. Junior N might want this one. The left footer. Or Sanchez pull rank being the striker. Time will tell. Here is Sanchez. Going to take it around the wall. Olympic player, though, put it wide. Don't know if they knew too much about it. It was Thomas Whiteside, who can come up with a spectacular at the set piece. Saw his Scorpion goal last year. Not quite on that occasion. To Melic. It's a game that really hasn't gone to that next level just yet. Just a feeling out stage. Could Simonovsky make something happen? Here is Simonovsky. Thought he was pushed out of it. He played on and almost found a way past Henderson, but just slipped past the post. He does tend to make something happen whenever he's around the ball, Peter Simonovsky. Free kick, go to Olympic. Mackenzie. Driving forward, the defender. Here's Whiteside. Stewart, numbers in the middle. Stewart going to go on his own. Does he pull the trigger? Sets it in the path. Here's a chance, Pavicevic. Can't direct his header on goal, but it's the best phase we've seen from Olympic tonight. Couldn't find the header Sanchez, but Pavicevic was in behind. Couldn't force a save from Manis, though. Manos could only find the grandstand with that one. Still 0-0 in that game between Hakoah and Mount Druitt Town. Here's Simonovsky. Every time he gets the ball, he's surrounded immediately by Olympic defenders. Angel overlapping, has support in the middle. Gaitatis is there. Manis, though, will cut it out. Raced off his line, did it well. In fact, there has been a goal in that game. Mount Druitt Town have taken the lead against Hakoah Sydney City East. No goals here, though. Bilic should have done better. Quick throw in from Whiteside. Gaitatis, was he pushed out of it? Olympic bench thinks so. Tend to agree. Madonis. Trefiro. Simonovsky has support. Good vision from him. Galeos opens up. Here's a chance for United. Oh, important challenge there. Had to get the ball. United fans didn't feel he did so. Play on. Pavicevic. Game starting to come to life. Here's Stewart peeling off the far post. Right idea, just lacked in execution. And the chances are starting to mount all of a sudden. As we tick past the half-hour mark, if you're just joining us, it is Sydney United 58-0, Sydney Olympic 0. Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. Whiteside. Flick on from Sanchez. Can only find Bilic. Bit of aerial ping pong at the moment. Bilic goes without it. Gonzalez as well. Madonis. Sanchez. Forced Stewart to work hard. He's got 4 players in front of him. Nice work from him though. Sanchez. It's going to work out for a corner. It will. So another set piece for Olympic. A little bit sloppy at times too from United. So Junior Ant to provide the service. Look for the runs at the far post. Zach McKenzie. Tom Whiteside there at 2. Is this the moment? Can Olympic break the deadlock? Ant to take. Goes to the penalty spot. Manus again punching. Got 2 hands to it. And whips it back in. All United there though. Simonovsky holds it up well. Now the support comes. That should be a free kick. Tackle of Jason Madonis. Bilic. Just switching things to Fragoyanis. Meyer. Trefiro. Pulling the strings again. Nice touch from Christian Gonzalez. Roberts' cross. Cut out. Will be a corner. So now a time for Sydney United to put some pressure on the other end. Withstood their own in the last 5 or so minutes. Whipped in, far post this time. McKenzie will see it clear. Take 2. And what can they conjure here? Their own set piece. Again, they go to the penalty spot. Olympic and a host of bodies go down in the area. There's a chance to break though. Sanchez has it. Has support too if he gets his head up. Does so now. Well, came off the referee. Just slowed things down at an important time, much to the frustration of Olympic. Craig Fisher getting a touch. Can they hit back on their own? Stamatellis. Wasn't that convincing between he and McKenzie, but had the desired result anyway. Tries a handball. Here is that man, McKenzie. Again, he goes with the long ball, trying to use the pace of Pavicevic, but needs to do better than that. Both of these sides still in the FFA Cup as well. Both have a heavy workload in the coming weeks. Here's Simonovsky. He's pulled off well. Flag stays down. Oh, snatched at it though. Good to see McKenzie looking to make a challenge and snapped at it to goal, but even in the form he's in, Simonovsky didn't make the right connection, but that was a good chance. And a reminder too to Olympic that you just can't give him room to move. Henderson a little fortunate with his clearance. Took the head of Tarek Meyer on the way through. Here's Madonis now. Stamatellis. Sanchez chests it down well. Good link play between he and his teammate. Sanchez has come here. Manos, chance for Olympic. Oh, it's across the face. They'll breathe a sigh of relief. Not convincing at all from Manos on that occasion, but, well, he got away with it. Now it's United surging forward. That should be a free kick. And maybe a card coming too. That's what they're calling for. Just a talking to, I think, for Stamatellis at this time. Here's Galeos. Simonovsky turning well. Here's a huge chance. Trefiro, can United rub salt into the wound? After Olympic spurned a chance at the other end. Maya. Throw will go to Olympic, and heat starts to rise around the Sydney United Sports Centre. Trefiro. Nice work from Junior Ant. Doesn't stop running. Gonzalez just clipping Madonis. Sportingly comes over and says, sorry about that one. Too much work to do for Pavicevic there. It's inside the final 8 minutes of normal time. Game that promised us goals. We haven't seen too many chances though at either end. They've both cancelled each other out. Bilic. Here is Mackenzie. Junior Ant. Good press from United, trying to put Olympic under pressure. Here's Whiteside. You see a result of that pressure. They haven't quite worked it out. Oh, important touch there from Stamatellis. Mackenzie did well. Cool. At the back. Now running away. Here's Angel. First time I've really seen him in advanced position tonight. And Pavicevic. Can't quite do enough with his touch. Fragoyanis. Maya. Breaks down again. Nice link play between Angel and Pavicevic. They've got numbers in the middle. If he can get a cross in. Good defending though from Roberts at the back. Out for a throw. If you are just joining us, no goals as yet here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. It is Sydney United 58-0, Sydney Olympic 0. Adam Sansarossa here with you in commentary. Results elsewhere. Currently, it is Mount Druitt Town 1, Hakoah Sydney City East 0. And that earlier game between Blacktown City and Marconi, it was Blacktown City who prevailed by a goal to 0. Blacktown City, of course, are the team awaiting Sydney United in round 6 of the FFA Cup. Two sides that have done a great job representing Football New South Wales in that competition. Sadly, only one of them can potentially do so this time round. Wanting a free kick was Mackenzie, as Simonovsky was ever the nuisance. Pakatis, intelligent header. Gonzalez. Get it back here. Valeos has Trefiro ahead of him. Great ball in behind. Chance for Simonovsky. Keeps it in. Needs to pick out a teammate. Bilic works on the right. Shooting Bilic. Well, flash pass ahead of Trefiro. Interested Henderson, but didn't have to make a save. He does look lively when he gets involved in an advanced area, doesn't he? Matthew Bilic. We get closer to a goal. Here is Zach McKenzie. Stamatellis. Whiteside. Nice touch, finds Junior Ant. He gets clattered after the fact. In the end, just the goal kick and Ant's touch just let them down there. Sanchez did have some room to move if the pass could find him. Don't think either the manager will be too happy with how his side's going. Neither has really settled into the way they like to play. Been a real arm wrestle in midfield so far. Both will look forward to getting into the sheds and tinkering. Can a side find a goal before we get there? Sanchez. Here's Stewart. Nice vision. Try to play it into the path of Gatatsis, but Gatatsis wasn't to know. Assad urging his side. He wants more energy out of them. More positive runs forward. Not seeing enough. Here's Madonis. Important header there from Temelic. Bakatis likewise. Tarek Meyer. Roberts forward. Time to pick a pass. Links well with Simonovsky. Roberts continued his run into the area. Again, Olympic getting numbers back, making life difficult for the home side. Meyer. This is great build-up to this point. Galeos. Just keeping possession, but he's going to be forced to go all the way back. To Melic now. Bilic, too much on that one for Christian Gonzalez. Too much on that from Pavicevic. Not for the first time tonight. Let his side down with an errant touch. Trefiro. Gonzalez ahead of him. Put it in the path of Bilic. Nice control too from the defender. Can he pick out a teammate in the middle? Lining up at the far post, but too much on that one. Trefiro again, starting to pull the strings into the final seconds of normal time in the first half. Trefiro. Lovely work from United. Trefiro's continued his run. Would it sit for the midfielder? Henderson across. First time tonight we've heard the United fans really find their voice. Gonna have 1 minute of normal time. So 1 minute of additional time, I should say. 45 is up. Doesn't mean too many stoppages in this half. Here is Bilic. To Melic. Put under pressure from Stewart. Simonovsky likewise. Stewart. Nice work from Olympic. Pass is starting to stick. Sanchez in behind. Going to try in the first time. Oh, Manos has fumbled it again. Credit to him though, recovered well to pick up the crumbs, but Sanchez only thought was shoot, and that concludes things. Probably the best chance of the half. Concludes the first 45. It was a period that never really saw us get to the heights. Both sides will want to get in the sheds and tinker things, but it has whet the appetite to what's to come. No goals as yet at the Sydney United Sports Centre. At half-time, it is Sydney United 58-0, Sydney Olympic 0.
United would like to thank their corporate partners. Outback Steakhouse, Boca Windows, Superior Glass, Sky High Painting, Blacktown Building Supplies, Fowler Homes, Exclusive Group, Network Building Supplies, Cavern Glass, Daniele, Audi 5 Dog, Innovative Financial, Jomon Architectural Hardware, and Capital Painting Group.
testing Tom Manus. But to this point, no one able to break the deadlock. 0-0. If you're just joining us for your Sunday evening, it is quite a Sunday evening of football, not just here in Australia, but around the globe as well. We started with quite the rivalry between these two I mentioned at the start of the game. This is the 116th meeting. Can it bring goals in the second 45? So underway for the second half. Both sets of supporters hoping for a change in fortune and hoping that it brings some goals. Strafiro trying to get on the end of things, but Stamatella stepped up. He's continued his run forward too. If Stewart wants to play the pass. Going on his own though, the striker. Running away from his support. Still there for him. Sanchez has peeled off. It may open up. Here's a chance. Oh, just wide. The flag was up anyway. That would have been the perfect start. It was Hariske Tatsis. Flashed wide of the Manus goal, but fortunately, linesman had the flag up. Here's Trafiro. Well, if that's a sign of what's to come in the second half, we are going to see some chances. Meyer. Was he checked? Yes, he was. Fragoyanis goes forward. Simonovsky. Turning well. Oh, he almost caught them napping. Don't want to invite him in. Still there for United. Melic. Here's Bilic. Christian Gonzalez. Just bundled off it. A little too easy there from Whiteside. Madonis. Pavicevic. Jinking his way. Past Roberts. Oh, was that handball? No, says referee Fisher. Galejos. Running away is Tarak Meyer. Got room to move. Does he go on his own? Into the area he goes. Stood up well though from McKenzie. Galejos. Trofiro. And it just breaks down perhaps. Tarak Meyer should just put the head down and gone to goal. Like we saw Sanchez do from a pretty similar position. Sometimes can be a little bit unselfish when he probably shouldn't. Tarak Meyer. Galejos. He stills in well, but Whiteside will pick things up for Olympic. Here's Stewart. Junior Ann overlapping. Sends it to the other 11 on the pitch. Yanni Pakatis. Manus. Nice job to pick out Trafiro. Here is Pakatis. Turned over again. Both sides guilty of some errant passes in midfield tonight. United is joining us. Neither side able to break the deadlock as it stands. Sydney United 0. Sydney Olympic 0. Galejos. Pakatis. Nice vision from him. Bilic to provide the delivery. Swing in a ball for Simonovsky, but Henderson off his line. Now they can break them open in transition. Only Sanchez to go to. United players got in each other's way. Works it out though. Trefiro. Dropping deep to get on the ball. There's the experienced midfielder. Do wonder how long either side will wait. Both sides really lacking their usual spark. Does that come from a substitution at some point? Don't think they'll wait too long, given the quality they do have on both benches tonight. Roberts got in the way of Fragoyanis, could have come unstuck, but Manos tidies up. Junior Ann. He was well marshalled in that first 45. Not allowed to really run about as he does. Interesting to see how long till we see perhaps Matt Sim and Patrick Antelmi interjected. Free kick will go the way of Olympic. Likewise for Sydney Olympic, Nikola Koleski. Sure we'll see him at some point, maybe even Dimi Petratos, who played most of the game in the under-20s preceding this one. So Manis restarts this again. Well won by Stamatelis in the air. Fragoyanis being put under pressure from his teammates. Does it coolly enough though. Lovely vision again from him. Whiteside attuned to what United had in mind. Not the greatest clearance though from the defender, with all due respect. Well done from Junior Ann. Gatatsis plays it central. Madonis has room to move and he surges forward, the Olympic captain. Now Pavicevic. Only he really has Sanchez in a more advanced position than he. Does well to get to the byline. Cuts it back to that man Sanchez. United do enough to see it clear for now. Well done though. From United to win back possession. The flag stays down and Simonovski's in behind. Can the game turn again? Simonovski! Good save from Henderson. That is a golden chance. And Henderson had to make a crucial save to keep it at 0-0. All of a sudden, it's end-to-end stuff. Pavicevic helps it on. Sanchez's turn. Here's a chance for Sanchez. Good save from Manos. Probably should have done better. And well, the strikers both come in impressive goal scoring form. Very nearly could have opened the scoring for their side. First real time we've seen them with clear space in front of goal too. For now it remains 0-0. You just sense this has shifted a gear all of a sudden. Trefiro. Tarek Meyer. Starting to open up chances at both ends in a matter of seconds. Nice feet here from United. Galeos going to go on his own. Onto the left boot. Does he go on his own here? Probably should have just pulled the trigger when he had the chance. Well defended by Stamatelis though in the end. Trefiro. Roberts does well to keep this one in, but can only find McKenzie. Sanchez, intelligence. There's acres of room down the right-hand flank if they can pick out Stewart. Has Pavicevic and Sanchez ahead of him. Does a youngster go on his own to goal? He will do that, Stewart. Manis punching Sanchez. Oh, somehow it stayed out. Well, what a block that is from United. Yanni Picardis, the man, put the body on the line. Stewart saved, took some saving, and Sanchez cleared off the line. Oh, you won't come closer to an opening goal than that. And the game has shifted the last 2 or so minutes. Chances at either end. Somehow we don't have a goal. Still time at the set piece, though, for Olympic. Delivery's good again, but once again, Picard's is seeing it clear. Just a little bit more desperation at times with United. Bilic plays it into the path of Simonovsky. He's coming like a steaming train there on Stamatellis. Wanted a free kick. Roberts. Sometimes can be the difference in a game like this. So evenly poised. A little bit of desperation. A little bit of want. Fragoyanis. Stewart. Just breaks down communications with Madonis. Both keepers haven't had a lot of work to do, but what they have done has been top drawer as always. Tarek Meyer with room to move. Thought he might go on his own. Galeos plays it in the path of Gonzalez. He's done well to keep it in. It's up here for Simonovsky. He gets crunched. Flag was up anyway. Simonovsky has stayed down too. Not for the first time he's been in the wars tonight. And Matt Sim is preparing to come on for City United 58. Well, the first 11 and a half minutes here at the City United Sports Centre. It's been a change in fortune from the first. Didn't have a lot of chances since half-time. Things have opened up just a little. Still no goals, though. Here's Fragoyanis. Oh, he's handed it straight back to Olympic in a dangerous part of the pitch. Here's a moment for them. Jinya Ang going to try it. Good save from Manis again. They haven't cleaned up, though. Oh, somehow they survive. And they have their keeper to thank. It was the shot of Ann. And Gaitatis on the follow-up. Couldn't turn it home. Again, they turn it over, United. McKenzie. That clean sheet hanging by a thread all of a sudden. To Melic. Now it's United's turn. Whiteside, though, steps up. Cross comes in. Manis and Temelic get in each other's road, but works itself out. Madonis back in the mixer. Pavicevic. Can't link with Will Angel. And we are going to get the first change tonight. Fourth official doesn't have a board, so we're going old school in terms of changes. Miro Vlastelica has a bit of a talking to Tarek Meyer as well. It's going to be Christian Gonzalez to make way. And Matt Sim to come on. He can really make an impact, this man. So Gonzalez checks out. No real movement on the Olympic bench to this point. Tarek Meyer Nice vision. Simonovsky's in behind. Henderson hasn't come. Huge chance here for United. Oh, they have the lead. And just as they look like going behind themselves, Peter Simonovsky makes it 1-0. And isn't he scoring goals for fun at the moment? It is party time all of a sudden. And Peter Simonovsky has 6 goals in 4 games. And he breaks the deadlock for the home side. Well, they clocked off at the back. Olympic. Henderson didn't get there. And Peter Simonovsky, he makes it 1-0. Don't they love it here at the Sydney United Sports Centre? 2 chances for Sydney Olympic. Cleared off the line. Chance gone begging. Simonovsky, it was really put on a platter, you have to say. That long ball not dealt with. Henderson didn't get there. Caught in no man's land. And Simonovsky, a striker of his quality, is always going to finish those off. Now there's a job to do for Olympic. Sydney United fans find their voice too. Angel, Sanchez turning in the area. Chance here for Sanchez. Oh, slips past the post. Well, we saw the same last week, just as they went behind to Marconi. They equalised seconds later. It was very nearly history repeating. Abassad looks so he's going to react straight away with a change. Nick Satalios warming up. Damatelis just thumps it long. Sanchez in behind this time, using his pace. Doesn't have a heap of support though to go to. Trying to pick out someone. Intelligent run here. Here's a chance, Madonis. Across the face. Angel has it. Pace and the intensity rising. The Sydney United Sports Centre, the goal, has brought this one to life. Pavicevic trying something. Oh, Manis scrambling. Swatting at it. Fortunately, it went just past the post again. Updating you from results elsewhere. Still Mount Druitt Town 1, Hakoah, Sydney East 0. Blacktown defeating Marconi in the earlier game today. Goal to nil there, and a red card for Marconi in that one. So it's 2 defeats in a row for the Stallions, just as they were flying. And we are going to get another change for Sydney United. Perhaps players tiring. They can sense Olympic starting to search for that equaliser. Here's Sanchez. Can he find it? Cut back's a good one. Pavicevic hammers it home. They have their equaliser now. It is Sydney Olympic 1, Sydney United 1. And credit the work of Alejandro Sanchez. Showed poise to put it into the path of Pavicevic. And he makes no mistake from there. And just as they went behind, they respond with a goal of their own. And hasn't this game come to life? And Pavicevic with his first goal of the season. We are going to get the second change for Sydney United. Liam Rose coming on. Sebastian Gallegos to come off. They do have some quality in Liam Rose, no doubt, coming on. Tarek Meyer starting to get influential. Rose almost got his first touch, taken off his heels. It seemed like that goal did kick Olympic into that next gear. They had a couple of chances. Striker of Radovan Pavicevic's quality. He's not going to miss from that kind of range. As I said, credit the worker Sanchez. Could have gone on his own, particularly with the form he's in, but played it back into the path of his teammate. And the second half, very different from the first. Goals already, and you sense there's more to come. McKenzie hasn't dealt with that. Simonoski goes down. Thought it was an elbow, but play on, Pavicevic. Is that a handball? It is. Card coming. Fragoyanis, first player in the book. Simonoski down for the third time tonight. Well, don't go anywhere. It's all happening all of a sudden. NPL, NSW tends to bring a bit of drama. We're seeing that all of a sudden, and it's starting to live up to what we expected coming in. This one well and truly up for a fight for the 3 points here. Madonis. Some of these challenges starting to have a bit more sting in them too. Intelligent ball there. Okay, Tatsis. Let it run for a throw. Okay, Tatsis can't quite work to find the goal scorer in Pavicevic. Manis can't find a teammate with his clearance. Pavicevic got his back up with that goal, trying to lay on an assist here. They haven't quite dealt with it. Not quite ice cool from Matthew Bilic, but it worked its way out anyway. And Tom Manis just setting hearts fluttering around the Sydney United Sports Centre. Angel catches them napping. Okay, Tatsis in behind. And he took it too long because the throw is actually United's, apparently. Both sets of fans trying to will their team on. Just over 20 minutes remaining. Added time to come as well. Here's Trafiro. Pakatis. Sim. Nice build up here from United. Bilic. Has he won a corner? Breaks down in the end. Touch let him down. Fragoyanis. Roberts. Trafiro. Close attention from Zach McKenzie. Looks like Olympic are going to make their first change momentarily. Room to move all of a sudden. Liam Rose has it. Can he find a teammate? Fired in. Took a deflection. Out for a corner. Nikola Koleski it's going to be to come on. Need no reminder of his quality, particularly from the set piece. Clinched 3 points last weekend. Can he potentially do it 2 weeks in a row? Defensive duties, though, for Olympic. All of a sudden, Henderson racing off his line and firing it forward, putting Sanchez on a chase. Fighting with Roberts. So Koleski waits to come on. I wonder who will make way. Perhaps Junior Ann or Jason Madonis. Ann had to win the ball. Did win it well though. Now he's off and running. That's Pavicevic overlapping. He's fouled. Yanni Pekatis the man. They are going to get that change now. So Harris Tatsis the man. He has ended his shift. Nikola Koleski to come on.
Substitution for Sydney Olympic.
Played forward. They caught them napping. United.
Number 10, Harris Tatsis.
Pavicevic it was.
Number 6, Nikola Koleski.
So first change for Olympic. United have made 2 of their own. Here's Yanni Fragoyanis. Sim. First time we've really seen him on the ball since coming on. Players come together viciously. Playing on though, no free kick coming. Nice ball forward, Pavicevic in behind again. Just dealt a little bit too long. Tried to beat the man before he had possession. So those little moments in the final third that make all the difference. Half chances into something a little more clear cut, given the quality they both have in that front third. Pekatis was opening up game, tightening with those changes. Koleski going a little bit more defensive minded than Harris Tatsis. See Olympic just getting numbers behind them all, making it difficult for United to pick their pass. Going the long ball this time. Kenzie. Pavicevic trying to link with Sanchez. Taken off him though. Pekatis. He and Koleski fighting hard. They know each other well from their former youth league days. Wanderers and Sydney FC alike. Liam Rose starting to be influential. Bilic has some space. Can he pick out a teammate in the middle? Cuts it back. Sims there. They haven't dealt with it. There's cries of handball. United fans were interested. Not so Craig Fisher. Now Trefiro. Game starting to liven up once again. Delicately poised. If you're just tuning in, Sydney United 58-1, Sydney Olympic 1. Final 15 minutes of normal time. Roberts wins a corner. You wonder if Abasad rolls the dice, has Darcy Burgess, Dimi Petratos, Nick Satalios to call upon. Plenty of options. So Sim to take. Goes to the far post. Again, Henderson, not convincing. Pakatis fires it back in. Trafiro! Oh, it fell to him well. He just couldn't quite make the connection he wanted. Always going over. Still they search for the goal that'll put them ahead. Jack Stewart fighting help. Skips past his man. And they're going to hand them a throw. United, not dealt with by Yanni Pakatis. They're going to make their third change. Sydney United. Patrick Antelmi, the man who's been called upon. Maybe Peter Simonovsky, the man to be withdrawn. Tarek Meyer, another of the attacking-minded players. Whiteside's long throw. Can't find Stewart. Not quite the clearance they want there, though. Sanchez looking to turn. Strong challenge again from Will Angel. Well done by Fragoyanis under pressure. And again, perhaps he's tried too much, but works itself out though. Pavicevic, it's a nasty challenge. It will be yellow. Just for a moment, I saw Craig Fisher straight to his book. Fortunately, it's just yellow. So third and final change coming here for Sydney United. Patrick Anselmi, the man to be called upon.
Substitution for Sydney United. Number 15.
It's going to be Tarek Meyer to come off. And Patrick Antelmi will get a cameo. Final 15 or so minutes here for Sydney United 58. He's certainly capable of finding the back of the net. Quite a player to call upon at this stage of the game. Pakatis finds Rose. Antelmi, he's got some room to move. Cross couldn't find him. They will win a corner though. Hasn't been that well organised defensively on the set pieces tonight, Olympic. Olympic look to be making their own change. Work to do at the set piece. Good ball in. Henderson punches though. Sim links well with Roberts. Rose turns in the area. Kept his feet well. Couldn't quite direct it into the path of a teammate, however. Sanchez. It's good, but not that good. So Nick Satalios is the man who's going to come on. Be Olympic second change. Here's Liam Rose, closely marshalled by Junior Ant. Manos, just thump it long. Throw will go the way of Olympic. Time for that change. going to be Radovan Pavicevic, the man who equalised for Sydney Olympic. A fine shift again from him. He will play no further part. Nick Sitalios to take his place. He was on a card too, so perhaps a smart move there from Abissad. Gillespie. Nice work under the pressure of two United defenders. Junior Ant. Stamatellis. Sensed the next goal will be a winner. Stamatellis thumps it forward in the direction of Sanchez. Sim thought about putting their head down and driving down the line, but thought let's play safe at this time of the match. Roberts. Nice work again. Nice movement from Sydney United. Sim has Simonovsky ahead of him. Plays it short to Roberts. Continued his run forward. Ornelli sat up for Simonovsky. Sim will get a chance at it. Needed to be stronger though. Pakatis. Jordan Roberts has stayed down for United. They've made 3 changes, so hope this isn't terminal because they may have to go down to 10, although it does just look like cramp at this point. So inside the final 10 minutes. If you're just tuning in, Sydney United 58-1, Sydney Olympic 1. Score is the same over there at Henley's. Hakoah Sydney City East have found an equaliser. 1-1 with Mount Druitt Town. Into the final few moments there. Jordan Roberts will have to be okay, given they've made their 3 changes, but it looks like he's going to soldier on. Olympics still have Dimi Petratos, Darcy Burgess to call upon if they need them. Olympics sportingly hand it back. Time enough to find a winner for both. Who will it be though? Only round 10 of the competition, but could be a night they look back on at the end of the season. Simonovsky trying to wrestle in behind. Just 3 points separate. Second from 7th at the moment. Three points can be so crucial. Here's a chance. Simonovsky goes down in the area. Not a penalty, though, on this occasion. Jordan Roberts back on. So United return to their 11. Well, it's been a game that both sides probably deserve a point rather than going away with nothing, but NPL New South Wales isn't a charity. You're made to work for everything. Koleski. Oh, he's clattered into. Just a free kick, though. Got to credit the fans of Sydney United 58 and Sydney Olympic here tonight, both making plenty of noise in support of their team. Koleski fires it long. Sanchez, intelligent run from the striker. Already with 1 assist tonight. Madonis. Koleski again, this time. Can't find his target. McKenzie turning. Jinking. Safety first should be the mindset. It's worked its way out though. Madonis. Stewart. Has it broken down. Still there. Not giving up the fight, Stewart. Neither is Bilic. Or Antelmi, I should say. Angel. Backheel from Satalios. Probably too cute than what was needed. And can they break them open here, United? Patrick Antelmi's in behind. Simonovsky ahead of him. Antelmi! Oh, what a save from Henderson. Well, that would have been a goal worthy of winning any game. The right-hander Henderson said otherwise. He did have Simonovsky ahead of him. Thought he might play it into his path, but said, no, I'm going to go on my own. Very nearly found the lead. Still time for United. Corner can be the avenue, but delivery needs to be better. Sanchez had some room if he could keep that in, and you see the frustration of Abbassad. Here's Matt Sim. Simonovsky. Right idea, just wrong execution. Sydney United haven't been able to beat Sydney Olympic their last 3 times. Mentioned those games earlier. They played in 2018, all going the way of the champion Sydney Olympic. They would love to steal a win on their rivals. Eke out a bit of a gap to them on the table as well. Play on. No, they'll come back. Mira Vlastelica doesn't like it. Getting in the face of Will Angel. Yanni Pakatis exchanging some words as well. Well, Olympic going to play for 10. He's down on the ground. Roberts thumps it forward. Sims there. Simonovsky's peeled off. It's 5 on 4 at the moment. Liam Rose has it. Overlapping is Bilic. Caught in 2 minds. The defender didn't know whether to just pull the trigger or pick out a teammate in the middle. We are going to get the 3rd and final change. So Will Angel's not going to play any further part for Sydney Olympic. Darcy Burgess hastily throws off the tracksuit. 3rd and final change for Olympic. So end of the shift for Will Angel. Darcy Burgess comes on and they're forced to shuffle the deck as well. Madonna's going to fill the role of Will Angel. Darcy Burgess, that of Madonna's. Time running out. Still time for either side to pinch a winner. Take all 3 points home. Might be cruel. Football can be a cruel game at times. Speaking of that, Mount Georgia found a late goal to put them in front. They lead Hakoah 2-1. Final few seconds of injury time there. Can Olympic do the same? Satalios has Madonis with him. Sanchez in the middle. No one else really on the scene. Madonis, perhaps fatigue, beat him in the end. Trafiro. Wrong footing, Antelmi. Whiteside thought he was palmed off it. Oh, that's a nasty challenge on Madonis. It will be a yellow. Jordan Roberts in the book. they'll hurt on a night like this. Chilly night out here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. So a chance for Olympic to conjure something as we start to tick towards stoppage time. Gillespie scored a stunner from the set piece last week. Takes him doing from this kind of range though. Lumps it forward. Olympic there. Have they done enough for a corner? Manus does well to prevent that though. Into stoppage time we go. Being told 3 minutes of that. Fragoyanis, he'll just send it long. Cut out by Junior Ant. Oh, risky ball from Tomelic. Hasn't really put a foot wrong tonight. Don't want to start doing it here in a crucial part of the game. Matt Sim. And tell me. Turning. So he go for goal. Came close before. Try to pick a pass for Matt Sim, but just couldn't quite. Route 1 stuff all of a sudden. Trying to expose that pace late on. Always a threat through Sanchez. Bilic hands it over though. Trying to recover. Burgess, important touch, finds Madonis. Queuing up in the area. Can he pick out a teammate? Madonis, he's won a corner. Tension starting to rise all of a sudden. Abassad ensuring that they don't get too many forward. Don't want to risk things on the break. So, final seconds of this one. Can Olympic steal 3 points at the death? Look for Stamatellis. White side there too. Deliveries to the near post. All United there. Look at the watch from Craig Fisher. Just seconds remaining. Burgess. Safety first really needs to be the mindset as much as you want to win the game. Don't want to invite your opposition in as well. Eventually Koleski and Stalios work it out. Nice vision from that man Koleski. Bilic forced to defend again. Finds the safety a touch. We are nearly there. Didn't quite reach the heights we expected coming in. Been enthralling nonetheless. Quiet first half. Did spring to life here in the second. Is there maybe one more twist to come? No, there won't. That will be that here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. And old rivals share a point. And a point well deserved. They battled hard for 90 minutes, but neither side could find a winner in the end. It was Peter Simonovsky that continued his goal-scoring form. He put Sydney United ahead, and Radovan Pavicevic found an equaliser just a few minutes later. That's how they finished here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Sydney United 58-1, Sydney Olympic 1.